Welcome back, everybody. We are well on our way to the third match of the day today. I'm joined by someone who you could see but not hear.
Hello, I'm Kyle Ronson, and I'm the other caster for today for this match and others on the way. I was on Team 2 for Kutztown, and I'm very excited for this match. Kutztown, Team 1 versus Drexel 2. What do you think is going to happen during this game?
Well, honestly, from what we saw with Drexel A, might run something similar. Now, however, I do know that Kutztown A and Kutztown B do not run the same comps. So as much as we could see something similar, we could see something completely different here. Now, as usual, we're going to be starting on Lijiang, so we know what to expect here. It comes with the Sim and maybe the Lucio. But if you didn't see Sim or Lucio, who would you want to see?
I would love to see more ball play. It's fun to see the ball, especially on that 2-bridge map. Just seeing the boops from the ball is amazing. I would love to see some more Junkrat. Junkrat's probably my favorite character in this game. Seeing those rip tires is amazing, and it blows my mind just seeing every time someone getting a 4K on that.
All right. So other than that, we are we're approaching getting ready from most people getting into the lobby. Besides Lijiang, we know that the map is going to be, I believe this is called Gardens. So we have that bridge that you wanted. However, we do not see a ball on the field.
Which makes me a little upset, but we do see the hog on Drexel 2, which I'm hoping to see some good pull.
Oh, they did a silly on you.
They did an old switcheroo on me. Going with the diva makes me upset, and Moira's getting a little overexcited, but we're very, very ready for this match.
You know what? We are very professional here as hosts at KU, as you can tell from Litlow's moves, and we're getting ready to approach the point. Interesting to note that we see a Brig on the side of Drexel.
We do see very similar comps. You know, we're running the Reaper, we're running the Diva. We're both running Dive here, both with the Winston and Diva. So I'm very excited to see what's going on.
We see Kutztown pretty much immediately charging the point, Lucio getting a boot but not getting anything from it. We see a shield go down from Winston. We get a pick onto Sponty, which may slow the roll of the team. Everybody's pretty much on an all-out brawl, just trying to amp up that damage, and we're pretty even on the other side with picks.
Here, Diva getting anti. Diva very low, trying to get out of there. As we see 2 picks from Bowie, but going down to Diana. And we see that Drexel 2 has taken the point.
See Moira get staggered out here a bit, as well as Diva just getting obliterated right out of her mech. We've got to sleep on a Sponty, and they're trying to trickle on the point even to just get something done, but it doesn't seem like such a good effort on the side of KUA.
That fight did go quick, though, as we see a victory over with Drexel 2, and seeing that McCree is pulling up with an ult. We're getting ready to go. Do you think we're going to see anything big from that?
Probably. However, it looks like pretty much everyone has at least half on their ultimate, so we're going to start to see some ultimate-heavy fights, hopefully swinging in the way of getting the point for KU, and for the other way, just getting things done. We see an anti on the Litlow, which is going to slow them down a bit, and they're rotating to the right side, trying to go directly on the point right through that bridge, completely avoiding any boopable areas.
See Moira's throwing out there, over getting no one. As we see Diva going after Tracer. Tracer recalling out, trying to get that McCree, but he gets that just in time. Everyone's trying to hold on the fight here, but looks pretty even right now. Moira getting the first kill over there with their coalescence.
Ultimates start to fly out as the team to get picked even 1-to-1, and there's an anti on the Diva. She pops her ult onto the field. We see lots of damage coming out from KU, just trying to get something done here. However, we see Drexel pop the Winston ult. Oh, and we have a Blade. No, that is Reaper. So we have a Death Blossom, and it looks like we're going to get a Death Blossom from the other side as well, just trying to get something done. However, it looks like Drexel's here to clean up.
We do see trying to get out of there, but is taken down by the McCree. See, we're very stalled here. We do have come up with a Lucy ult here, but Drexel's still holding on to that McCree and Diva ult. Hopefully getting a nice 6K to hold him back to even stall him even longer.
The thing to realize is that all that KU has to work with is a beat here. So they need to engage with beat or use it to get into the point, and from there, they just have to be lucky and not get hit by any of the ultimates coming up on the side of Drexel. Not sure if they can do it. They engage with the beat, and here we see them just start swinging like mad on the point, trying to get damage down. No ult coming out from Drexel yet, and here comes the Cass ultimate, locking on and just obliterating, getting Diva right out of the way. We see just more damage being outpoured from the other team.
It looks like Drexel's holding well here with the picks. Looks like Drexel might take this first point. Diva pulls up with the bomb, and let's see what happens. Gets no one. The Reaper popping up, getting all the Reaper on the feet, getting a triple K, and McCree and Diva finishing it off for Drexel to get the first point.
Now, let's talk about how dominant that Reaper play was.
That Reaper.
Seeing how KU is seemingly unable to cope with the Reaper and not diluting all of their resources right to that Reaper really is the thing that undid them in the end. What do you think you're going to change out of their comp to accommodate that?
Well, looking right here, they're going for that Reinhardt and the May here. They'll hopefully try to slow down that Reaper. This will stop him, but Drexel's already thinking about that, going with a Symmetra Zen. That's an
and we see a ball. There's your ball.
Ball Diva, this is going to be very exciting on that point. That middle point, right as they try to go through that corridor, instant boop off the map. Could finish them in one swoop.
It looks like KU is going for a slower fight using the Ryan and Lucio, while Drexel is going for that fast and dirty fight, so we'll get to see who prevails here. Ball immediately going to just mess with the crowd as they try to put their teleporter down, and KU goes right for the point, but...
You see, with a big slam trying to stall him, Tracer trying to get in, but stopped by Maywall. Looks like pretty even team fight right now. Ryan Shield going down, while the Baptiste though is keeping them up.
Fab's able to keep them up on the point, which is allowing KU to kind of capitalize on that first initial pick. And we see Bone Wheel gets an amazing pick on that ball, just getting him right off the edge, and that's going to be a good thing for KU as they start to dominate the point, and it's capped, so now they can just clean up and finish off.
Looks like Drexel too has to fall back here. Losing that ball is very important. You see there, Tracer trying to hold the point, and ball bombing back, and their Tracer instantly gets walled off, trying to hold, but Symmetra's on that ball. Taking it down real quick, but not quick enough as they try to get out. One pick from the Tracer on the Reinhardt. Oh, and a double kill from McCree right there, and taking it down. The Baptiste trying to get him as fast as he can, and he's down. Looks like Drexel 2 is going to take over this point easily.
You see a window go out on the side of KU is a perilous effort as well, so they're starting to lose ultimates that they have. We may see a swap on the other side. However, Drexel has a lot to work with here. They're coming up on ball ult, they've got Tracer ult, and they've got Zen ult, so they can really hold here if they need to and push people around with that ball.
Looks like KU's looking for a high ground approach here. Hopefully either trying to teleport on point or right there. Oh, and get the barrier down. Oh, and it's eaten by the Diva. Big plays right here, but their Symmetra is down by the McCree, so this could be anyone's fight right now.
Kyle absolutely popping off on the point, not the guy next to me though. And we see Spawny trying to engage, just get that Blizzard so they can start using his wall. And here we go, KU starting to push in.
And you see Tracer trying to flank behind, but does not get anyone. Ball is flying around in the inside, trying to get anyone there. Pushing KU back, actually. So that now they cannot push on point. And building up more time on that point.
Now, just as I said that Drexel was coming up on ultimates, now it's KU's turn. And they're coming up with pretty much 4 ultimates here to work with. And having Bone Wheel on that Lucio means that they're going to be able to use Beat to aggressively push in if they choose to. We also see PK go for a bomb kill, doesn't do anything. Litlow puts down the window, and we're starting to really see some traction from KU as they start to go for the point.
As they're pushing point, we actually did not see the Diva bomb go off. She still has it. Well, he's gone with the window. We still got B and Freeze, hoping to see that go off. But now these boop, and he gets no one. Beat goes off, so is bomb and Blizzard. Many ults going up all at once, trying to push him on point. And freezing the Zen. The Zen is staying alive somehow. And get the trans off. And it switches sides on the fight.
An amazing amount of resources poured into this from KU, and it's all perilous as Lucio tries to just get some staggering, but no, can't even live to see another day. And we see Drexel just completely one-side fight this here. Didn't even have to use a Tracer ult, and they're coming on the way for ball as well, and this may not do so hot for KU.
Looks like we're coming up to the end of this one, and Drexel 2 does take first point. Very exciting map. Hopefully, we see more exciting stuff coming up for KU right now as they need to come back to win this second match so that they can get at least a chance of getting farther in the tournament.
Now we see play of the game on your screen here as Kyle playing as the Cassidy gets that immo out of the way and immediately gets that double elimination on both Lucio and Symmetra, shutting down pretty much anything in his path. What a madman on the field. Now if KU stands a chance and Kyle goes Kree again, they may have to try and counter him with some interesting comps.
Their DPS, though, is huge. They had a huge Reaper plays in the first map and huge McCree plays in the second one. Hopefully, Kutztown Team 1 can take down that DPS, their DPS formation, so that maybe they can get their chances of winning on that second map.
I think it's a matter of flexibility in that you saw in our match last time. When we saw that we couldn't go up against something, we immediately switched tactics and went to dive. So if KU is able to take that information, maybe shuffle some players around and figure out exactly what they need to do, we could see a KU win on this next map. Now, we chose Hollywood. What do you think they're going to choose?
I'm probably going to guess good old Kings Row. Everyone picks it, but the thing is, like, we're talking about dive. I don't know how about dive on Kings Row. It could work, but mostly you're going to be seeing, we're hoping probably going to be seeing a lot of a Rhine Zarya comp here, and hopefully something can be pulled off in this next map.
The problem with using dive in Kings Row is that it's not very vertical, and that in first point, when you see all of that high ground, you can't really rotate onto it easily. So if they can take advantage of the fact that they can't dive and kind of switch some things around, KU may be able to pull it out here.
True, and I see that, but I'm also probably hoping to see maybe a Far Mercy here. When we saw in the first match, you know, Far Mercy on Kings Row was huge, and it could be something else here. But as we see here, we're getting a Bastion on Kutztown?
Probably not. They're in attacker spawn, so that may be just a little trick that they're trying to play on us.
Could be a little trick.
However, Spawn Team is known to pull out the Bastion, and he's pretty good at it.
Oh, I'd love to see some Bastion. Bastion Sombra.
Bastion Sombra, y'all.
That's gonna be a fun comp if they do. But if they do pull it off, it could be huge. Definitely with the pirate ship comp after they get the point.
On the other side, we have a Rhine Diva comp, so no Zarya like you thought, and then we have that Reaper back in, so we have Reaper and Kree.
Again, like a first map, Reaper and Kree were both huge players on their team. As we see here, though, there was a trick on Kutztown's side and going for the May McCree, the good old usual owl comp.
All right, we're gonna watch KU push in together as a group here. We have Ryan holding, just trying to pepper that damage in. Ooh, he's taking a lot of damage. We're rotating around the statue, just trying to get into the point, at least something. Hopefully they can get a pick off to kind of make things start moving.
You see your old Ryan pushing in, bro, swinging. Looks like KU1 is taking oversized, but look at this. You see the Ryan going down to the Baptiste. Immortality instantly gone down. Diva on Drexel 2 was out, but still they are pushing with the Baptiste getting 2 kills and pushing back all the way back to spawn.
With the loss of Reinhardt, they pretty much have to immediately turn around and backpedal, so hopefully on the side of KU, now that they have pretty much BAP ult already online, they can kind of get something done here or make the necessary swaps if they choose to. Now we can see a flanking Reaper because we've got caster eyes here, so based on what he's doing, he may be getting some picks, might not. We just have to watch the kill feed. We see a window go off from Litlow. Immo goes down as well, and they're just really starting to pour damage on the point. Eternal Spark gets a pick on the Lucio. Hopefully they can start moving in, and we see Kyle use his ultimate and just completely shut down the healers. And that's gonna have to be a soft reset here.
Dang, it was looking really good with that immortality, or the window there with that fire strike. Wait, what do you see here? McCree getting 2 shots, literally taking out both their Kree and Reinhardt. We have to look at a strong reset for KU right now.
Now, KU is switching off of the BAP to get an Ana here. Not switching anything else as far as I can tell. However, they have a Lucio, so hopefully they can use that Lucio to speed in and get some extra damage. We see a sleep go off, hits McCree actually, so that's gonna pretty much get him out of the way. We also see people with ultimates coming online. Big Rick pops his ultimate, doesn't get anything from it though. We see a Shatter go down, blocked. Immo, just so much going on the screen, y'all. Ultimates flying every which direction. We've got a Blizzard on the point and Spawny just completely obliterating. And we see KU finally get what they need to cap point here.
Yeah, huge plays from both that May, though. That May ultimate definitely did shut down that any type of push they tried to get on them. And now they got point, and it looks like they're trying to push up to that corner there. Hopefully they push the cart very far ahead, but not pushing very far on that corner. I thought I would expect. You know, the Rhine, but Eternal Spark did block that Shatter, which was big for them. I saw that Rhine coming up with the Shatter, thinking it's going to be over for them, but Rhine coming out with a huge block. But Reaper getting ready for that Death Blossom, shield going down instantly for their Rhine, but their Diva going out.
Ooh, PK throwing the
PK
bomb
throwing
in,
the bomb behind, gets no one.
Gets nothing from it.
But does get Diva out of next, so this could see something big for them.
We see Ana healing from the side as KU starts to move in. One person on the cart, which is a pretty good rule. We see Immo go down on the other side, get obliterated pretty much immediately, and Reaper is pretty much getting ready for that position of a good Death Blossom. We see a beat come out from KU as they start pushing forward, and we see Drexel backpedaling it as far as possible as we see Eternal Spark get nanoed, and that is not something you want to walk into.
No, not. But as we see, we got 4 ults coming up with Drexel. Hopefully, maybe they push them back just enough to get them. But we see Baptiste getting 2 picks on their tanks. Their tanks are down. They have to fall back. And a huge shift press from their Reinhardt on that Lucio, taking him down, forcing KU Team 1 to fall back after such a huge push.
Such a dominant performance from KU, just immediately shut down by those picks. Now, as mentioned, we're online with lots of ultimates, and Reaper is on the prowl, y'all, looking for plays to make.
So you do, as we see, Reaper's just waiting for their team to come back. He's look set.
Oh, here we go.
From behind on the high ground,
he's gonna get pushed off.
We're gonna take in the high ground. Hopefully, that stall them from behind. But pushing left, trying to go behind. Maybe pulling out a McCreel here. Let's see. He does. Here we go. Let's see what gets anything. Pushing on, pulling off the high ground, but gets no one trying to push from behind. We see the shatter come up, but gets a huge shatter from Drexel. As we see Reaper pushing forward, maybe trying to use that death puzzle, but no. A huge beat from Drexel as they stall and hold KU to another fall and have a huge reset.
Now, the thing that Drexler did, though, is they used 3 ultimates. So all they have is Blossom and Window right now, while KU has Blizzard, they're going to have Nano, and they're on the way to Shatter. So KU may be able to take advantage of the fact that they pumped too many ults into this last fight and really start dominating.
And we could see a little funny ult here with the Reaper and Baptiste throwing Baptiste's Window in the middle and Reaper trying to blossom through it. But could we see Reaper getting ready on the behind? Sneaky, coming down. Let's see what happens. Trying to get the McCree
Doesn't pop his ult, still ulted.
What
a madman. Here we go.
There's 1, 2. Whole team falling. Whole team folding like the typical lawn chair. Insane
ability from this Reaper here, knowing exactly when to hold and when to use his ultimate. If you notice, he actually took someone out before even using it, which denied them in 1 tank before KU even stepped in. Now we'll see them try to do the high ground rotate again. They have the Lucio and the Ana, and they're getting ready to use ultimates that are online.
We see that we got Shatter. Probably see our nice Nano Ryan here coming with the Shatter.
Oh,
there's the Nano. We go Fonty down, swinging away, trying to get much.
Oh, block Shatter!
It was looking huge so far, but it was like they're being pushed back by that Reaper and that Ryan with that more going down.
And we watch Reaper just really clean up once again. Oh, okay. Well, once again, he cleans up, gets slept, but it doesn't really end up doing anything for the team. KU is pretty much in final fight territory here. They've got 4 ultimates online as opposed to Drexel's 2. So if we do a little math here, KU may be able to pop an extra ult or 2 to get everything done.
So you see here, we do coming up with a Window, and like you said, we're coming up with the high noon here. We could be high nooning Window here to at least get that shield down instantly. There goes the Window. May blocking up that Window from them. Push on the left side, trying to hold the shield, but that Window's demolishing that Ryan shield. Here comes the huge grab on the huge anti right here, but the Amor saving them. Oh, triple man! Oh my gosh! We see Ryan very low, but coming back with health. Diva down, and they're able to take the point, and they're pushing it. This could mean they could get last point here, but we do see no ult on Drexel's side though, so this could mean more time for Kutztown here.
We watch KU just with that absolute insane performance from Bonewheel, able to pull it back, and even though they're on overtime, it looks like it doesn't even affect them. We've got 4 ultimates on the side of KU to Drexel's 3, so we could see some ults pop out to just ensure that cap again.
Yes, we do. I'm hoping they're probably.
We see Diva Bomb
coming in, and he gets one to crease down, and Ryan pushing in. Blizzard comes down.
Ultimates going everywhere as overtime is trying to get denied.
Reaper trying the Blossom, gets no one, and instantly dies. Diva trying to hold on the point as long as she can, but it's fallen down to the Rhine, and KU Team 2 or Team 1 does take second point.
Now, noticing with what KU did, they are on a little bit of the short side with ultimates. However, it did get them the point, and they're pushing pretty far. So notice how they're holding this corner. That's going to allow them to, if they need to, back up a little bit for extra heals, and Drexler doesn't really have anywhere else to go.
You see that Drexel did switch to the Hanzo, though, on the left side. Hopefully, maybe trying to get those nice, lucky headshots on some of those squishy characters, or maybe trying to use those storm arrows to take down that shield. We see that no one really coming up with those except for the supports on Drexel, but we do have a Shatter ready for Ryan, hoping to see something huge from Ryan. Huge. See Window coming down, trying to fire strike, gets eaten.
Oh, big anti.
Huge anti, trying to push forward, but nothing really happening with Kutztown Team 1, and it looks like Drexel Team 2 is going to take over.
Kutztown going for a quick reset here as they fail to capitalize on the huge anti by Litloth, and pretty much at that point, we're almost at final fight again. However, Kutztown did pull it out last time, so they may be able to just completely dominate. They're coming around the left side, which is not how you commonly attack this point. So they may get an element of surprise here.
It looks like though we are coming up. We have a castle. We got coming up with a Mayo, coming up with a Rhino. This could be something huge. Anna's just got their ult, and that Diva's gonna get ult. This could be a huge flurry of just ultimates on the field.
All right, everyone, get ready.
Getting no one. Hopefully, trying to get down that shield. Oh, he made a somewhat shatter from the Rhine, but gets trying to get frozen. 3 ults are being thrown on the field. Dragon gets 2. Bomb gets 2.
PK gets double.
Still even. Looking like Team 1 on Kutztown is going to take point.
Now, KU is known for these crazy pulls on overtime, and they have done it yet again, denying the touch pretty much at this point, just trying to get these players who are trickling off the team. They have a shatter, and they completely dominate as Eternal Spark just wipes them to the floor. And that'll be KU pretty much getting point here.
Should be. We got window from their Baptiste. Lucio trying to hold on point, so is Bap. Brian trying to swing as much as he can to get them off. Ball swinging around, maybe pushes someone off the map, maybe. But Diva's taking out that Bap and that.
Oh, May getting.
That ball going down. They're trying to touch, but it might not be enough for Drexel Team 2.
That's KU for you. Now, however, if Drexel was better at attacking here, they could get a better time bank and pull things into a round 3.
They could. So, man, we had some pretty big shatters, but we also had some pretty big block shatters in that game from both sides.
Both sides were pretty good game sense-wise at knowing when to immediately put the shield down. We saw it with Eternal Spark, and we saw it with the other side as well. So having both Rhines know when to capitalize really helped. The thing that turned it for Drexel at times was their DPS line. They are very dominant, and KU is starting to finally pick them out first rather than picking the healers, and that might get them the key to success to winning this map.
This is very exciting. You know, this is very close. It's like having in every match where, you know, we were one-sided on the first map, and then it's starting to get very close in these second maps. Looks like Sponty is running the Echo on this, and Rick is running the Hanzo. So those are 2 different DPSs, but it looks like Drexel's running the same exact combo they did on defense.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, what do we think about Echo without a Mercy Pocket?
It could work, you know, definitely with her sticky bombs and her beam, it could do lots of damage even without that Mercy Pocket. The Hanzo, though, can take out those squishy characters, but we do see that Kyle did switch off the Cass here and is going Widow. Do you think we're going to get some pretty big picks on this Widow here?
He might have it in him. However, they're known to pick Widow and then quickly switch back to Cass if things don't work out. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that because that'll stagger his ultimate back behind everyone else.
You see Reinhardt getting ready on the left side, pushing. Here comes the Widow, looking for anyone on the field, but everyone's hiding away. Going back and switching back to the Cass here. Hopefully trying to get something out of here, but a huge anti from getting that Diva and Bap. So it could be something good for KU right here.
Looks like KU is holding point and letting Drexel come to them rather than them going over there. And it's really working so far. We see Hanzo trying to get picks, and we get one-on-one, one healer down, one tank. So hopefully they can start to capitalize on this. Drexel pushing forward, getting KU right off the point, allowing them to get a tip right off the bat. It's insane performance. KU just immediately backpedaling and not even trying to contest despite the fact that they have so many players ready.
That Ryan is just holding that point as hard as he can right now. They try to touch. Lucia trying to hold on. Here we go, going with Zarya as well. Everyone's pushing as fast as they can right now. They're told that they can't cut this lead so quickly. Looks like PK getting one, but going down too fast, and their team goes down. Looking like Drexel already taking first point in the 5 seconds.
Sorry to Team 1 for the Caster's Curse, a better time bank, but it ended up being true. Drexel now getting ready to escort the payload, and we see Kyle getting ready for those extra picks. However, they are not pushing up in the same vein as KU in that more people are back behind.
I'm looking at those DPS, and they're pushing really far ahead from their tanks, and I don't know why they didn't try to capitalize on it, but like you said, they're just coming out of spawn, so they weren't able to get it, but we're hopefully trying to see something. Lucia trying to push out. Everyone on the high ground, or Diva on the high ground on the left, trying to see anything from the Storm Arrows, gets nothing. Hopefully maybe get something from this Dragon right here.
Grab Dragon, tried and true.
Oh, but
however, the ammo went down, and it got absolutely nothing. That's 2 ults costed and nothing coming from it. KU trying to at least stop, but there's so many people on the cart that they can't even contest. Eternal Spark gets nanoed here, and they're just pouring as much resources as they can into it just to try and get him out of their way. Ooh, shatter!
Shatter from Reinhardt, but nothing can be pulled from them because their team is down because that Reaper is tipping out as much
Here we
damage.
go!
Coming in with the Blossom, gets the Echo, but is going to get maybe shut down, but no.
We can see that their Baptiste has just left. Reaper going and getting 2 picks, getting the Hanzo, hopefully getting the Reinhardt here, going after the Lucio, probably gonna get him down. Oh, Diva out of mech, going out. Reaper get another one. There it is. And all they gotta deal with the Lucio, and they got him.
It's the tried and true story of not getting those DPS. KU is not putting enough resources into stopping that Reaper, and he's just absolutely stomping over their graves.
I mean, they had that Reaper slept right there, hoping, trying to see something capitalized from that, but nothing from them, and the Reaper just get that huge fat 5K.
We're gonna watch Reaper come up here, try to do some cheeky plays, get shut down by Spawny, who takes a lot of damage, however. And we're gonna see Drexler basically just hugging the cart, putting window down and being very defensive rather than pushing up.
Ooh, and a huge 5-strike pick from on the right, on the other run, trying to run like pretty much Drexel pushing to their spawn almost. But we do see that they do have, that Kutztown does have duplication and beat, so maybe they can capitalize on something there. But also we have, oh, Diva pulling up right here, I was about to say it, and does he get anything? Oh, he does get the Ryan again, just right out of spawn. And Sparky gets taken down by the Reaper. He comes down, huge shatter from the Ryan, and another huge high noon from them. All these ults coming out, looking like KU might be dropping here. You know where it comes down, the Diva does not get anything, trying to push up on the hold, but nothing. As you see, Drexel now has 4.5 minutes just to get that first take-on point, looking like a Drexel victory here.
Now it's not over yet. As we said, when KU first started pushing cart, we thought they were done, and then overtime hit and they really pulled it out. So you really can't take them out yet. However, it is very tilted towards Drexler.
It is looking towards Drexel right now. But, you know, like you said, KU can pull out some ults here. And like really quickly pull out ults. Maybe they can pull out a little bunker town here with a Bastion Torb maybe. Or hopefully maybe double shield with a Rhine Sigma. But we never know. Like the 4.5 minutes is a long time to hold. So Drexel can have enough time to do some dry fights and get those ults built up as quick as they can.
Now the thing about attacking, is that if your comp doesn't work, you're like 2 feet away from the door. So as soon as they figure out that something is there, like say they see bunker, they can immediately go and switch without losing ultimates or losing even much time. So we may see some crafty plays here, as maybe even entire teams being switched out just to get that tick.
It is true. You know, once that defense team loses 1 or 2, they're already down for like the next 10, 15 seconds just for waiting for that player to come back out of spawn. And it could mean, you know, that could really bring a huge victory for Drexel right there.
So we're about to go back in. Besides bunker, we're seeing no bunker actually.
Looking at a Hanzo McCree here, back with that same comp from both sides. Looking like the same thing from the first time Drexel was on attack. So hopefully KU can realize what's going on and try to capitalize on it. But it looks like Drexel's taking point already. Already looking like they're going to take that first pick. McCree down, trying to hold point as long as they can.
We see KU just trying in vain to push in as the ammo goes down, and there's just too much damage. They can't combat at all as they just get immediately cleaned up, and that's game for you. Both KU teams doing some questionable things.
Trying their best, but they did bring a good show on that second map.
Definitely.
Very exciting. We see Reaper.
As expected, play of the game here.
Probably that ultimate coming from behind. Yes, it is.
Yep.
Picking out that McCree right there. Getting ready. Doesn't capitalize right away though, but right on a rate goes in for it. Gets a triple kill right there, and pretty much wins that team fight right there.
That vigilance is really what saves his team at the end there. Just rather than popping it and getting excited, holding it and knowing that his team can support him is really what ended up getting them the W.
So now we see that Drexel Team 2 is moving on to the bracket, getting ready for the next match, which is going to be DeSales versus Weiner here. Very exciting match coming up.
Now, the thing to realize is, A, we're going back to Lijiang again. Don't know how much I can tell you about that. B, what do you expect from these teams? Do you know anything about these teams?
I do not. This is going to be the first time I've seen both teams play against anyone, so this is going to be very exciting, but we're probably going to see another Symmetra comp again, or maybe even Hog or Ball, like we did in the last match.
All right, well, you're just going to have to wait and find out. We're now going to a break.